All right, let's move on to XRP. So last Thursday, Canary Capital launched the first, quote, pure play US spot XRP ETF. It's listed on the NASDAQ as XRPC, and it debuted with a record-breaking $58 million in first-day trading volume. So that's the strongest debut of any ETF in 2025, narrowly beating out Bitwise's Solana ETF, which had a $57 million opening inflows day. And both of those are far ahead of all the other 900 ETF launches this year. 900. Incredible. Anyway, the initial results hint at institutional or TradFi-based demand for a pure play spot XRP ETF. By the way, what does pure play even actually mean? Well, there was another ETF with XRP exposure. That's the Rex Osprey XRP ETF. XRPR, which launched in September of this year.
Terrible names, man. Terrible names. XRPC, XRPR.
Yeah. Well, with 900 ETFs launched in the year, I'm sure you've got a limited choice of ticker names. Anyway, the Rex Osprey XRP ETF, they primarily held spot XRP, but they could also allocate a portion of XRP related ETFs and derivatives. And it also used the Rex Osprey ETF used some sort of obscure regulation to come in, like to be allowed to operate. It's something from the Investment Company Act of 1940. And the Canary one uses a different framework, one for commodity style spot products. So that's what the pure play means in it. And the investors get the closest thing to actually owning XRP directly via a brokerage account. Yeah, so Canary's ETF had $245 million in net inflows on the first day, while the Rex Osprey product had an estimated net inflow of 115 to 119 million.
And that's the difference here is Canary's was 1 day. The Rex Osprey one is over since the beginning. That's the total net inflows since September. So
right,
it shows you the big difference.
And one analyst at least is predicting $5 billion in net inflows in the first month for Canary's ETF. Meanwhile, the price of XRP is kind of teetering. It's, as of yesterday, trading around $2.20, hovering just above a critical support level. If that doesn't hold, the chart analysts would predict that there's a significant downside after that. So yeah, the path of least resistance is a continued downward trend. So with both the XRP and Solana ETFs doing very well, in both cases, the price of the underlying asset has not done well. So ETF inflows here not tracking with the price.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about this on Token Narratives, and I think this is to be expected when King Corn Bitcoin is not doing well. Everything else usually does poorly, unless you're like privacy, which is wild.